Hey everybody, it's Lynn here from A Bit of Birdsong, and I wanted to show you how cool these blocks are ending up. When I was out shopping yesterday, I found some color block templates in a thrift store, and they were probably intended for more traditional scrapbooking, where things were really more perfect and symmetrical and layouts were planned out, and it wasn't as wild as some of our junk journaling gets. But I have to say, I did love the idea of the template and what could be done with it if, look at that water running. I don't want it to run out of the lines. I'm trying to hold this really straight. What I used was, this is where I miss my dryer. I could probably also soak up a little bit, not too much, but enough to keep it from running out of the lines. I decided to lay down this template, but this is what they look like, the templates from deluxecuts.com. I don't know if that company still has a website. I couldn't really find that much, but I could tell that these were for probably more traditional scrapbooking. You know, I really love, oh, here's today's coffee cup. I'm a Grinch before my coffee. I love these coffee cups I got from Joann's. So I do love these R2 rollerball pens from the Dollar Tree because they run, so they really do run with water. But let me get back to doing what we're doing. I thought it would be fun to use this template to make some very distinctive boxes, and then to mess them up a little bit with some, I guess, more scribbly, messy, what is the word I'm even looking for? Maybe just grunge them up a little bit. So we still have the element of these perfect rectangles and squares, but they don't feel so perfect. And I love the way this ink from the rollerball pen is running up into the center of the box. Oops, I went out a little bit. And this is an area, this is one project where I'm sort of trying to stay in the lines. Not perfectly, but anyway, I just laid the template down flat on the pages. I didn't have the paper clips here at that time. I've done that to try to keep the page flat. And I just used the roller ball to go right inside the square, but then also to mess up a little bit. As long as it was inside the square, I kind of scribbled a little bit to get these lines that look like double lines and like they're, you know, a little off center or whatever. So let's pick a color for maybe for up here. And I am trying to stay with maybe some of the more fall colors. I don't know. Maybe we should try this. Well, I think I've already done that. I don't want to do that right up above. Okay, let's go with this. I don't remember what this is. Somewhere I have the little paper that tells what the colors are, and I used to keep it in this set all the time. It's got Brandy's handwriting on it. I have it somewhere. I haven't lost it. But I took it out when I refilled some of the colors, I think. So I just love this. You know, you wouldn't even have to have a template. I think you could probably do these around different size boxes. You would be drawing around the outside, so you would have to kind of figure out a different way to add the scribbly portion. So I like that. And it's kind of fun that it's on this pink paper. I love that about making junk journals with all different kinds of paper. You just end up with all kinds of things to work with, and you don't know what's coming up next. Why don't we go with this? I love this color. Sort of an ochre. Oops, I went outside of the lines. I don't know if you can see this shirt I'm wearing, but it is old and it is raggedy and it is stained. And if you can see it, I know it looks bad. I'm almost embarrassed to have it in front of the camera. I mean, I don't worry a whole lot about what I wear. I wear what I want to. As long as it's clean and it fits and it keeps me warm or cool, that's the important thing. But this shirt does look pretty ratty, honestly. Oh, I like that. And see, this side has a different look than this side because we have this leaf underneath. And I love the way you can see parts of it between the blocks. So this template, it's a color block template. And, you know, I'm sure you can picture the traditional scrapbook pages with the very blocky, sort of organized look. Maybe we'll just go with, oh, I love that. That's pretty on the pink, honestly. It looks a little different. I think, did I use that? I used that over here. It looks different on different colors. What was I going to say? Oh, let's go with this so that we've got a couple of Christmas colors here side by side. I'm not going to be able to have my big tree this year with our hundreds and hundreds of ornaments that we've collected because Blazer, I just know he's wild. He is so wild. I'm really having to teach him. He stands in front of the big television set, and anything that pings around, like any kind of logo from a commercial or the network, he jumps after it. He tries to scratch the screen. I mean, we're teaching him, but I just don't even want to deal with a big tree this year with him here. When he's older next year, and he's very young. I know when Jason and I first saw him outside, Jason said, "How old do you think he is?" And kind of at the same time, Jason, I think, said 6 months and I said 7. So when we went in to see the vet for the first time, he checked all of Blazer's teeth and just, you know, his weight, and looked at him, and he said, you know, 7, 9. I mean, he said a few little numbers, but he didn't really commit to that. He said, he's young. That's what he did say definitively. He's young. He said, but why don't we, since he has all of his adult teeth, let's just go with a year. And, you know, we were able to pick what we wanted his birthday to be. I really like the way this works. You know, we could journal in all of these spaces around here. I do know that I want to put some things in some of the blocks. Maybe some stamping after it dries. So I am going to let this dry and I will be back. I did take a break for this page to completely dry. Where are we? Oh, I love this page. I really do. I ended up writing a lot of quotes inside these little lines that run between the blocks of color. I used the R2. I also used Sharpie, the little fine tip Sharpie pen. And on some of them, like here, I wrote it in this Sharpie permanent marker, you know, these sort of felt tip markers or whatever. And then I went back over it with some black. I wanted to give different colors in the different areas. And I did put different things in the blocks. I used some ink stamps. I added a little bit of ink to that one. She has a Christmas hat that matches the ones on the cover. Just some different stamping, some beautiful paper. Gentle ways are the best. You can be a light. You can spread the light by being a candle or the mirror that reflects it. Strength is the product of struggles. Never look back. The best way out is always through. Sorry, I'm reading upside down. Dreams live forever. Dream dreams and make them come true. Be kind. Ideas don't work unless we do. Those are some of the things I have written down. And then I thought I would save this very last block for today's card. Oh my word, I hear the kitty cats. So there are a couple. I took these out and looked at what was on top. You know, I mentioned shuffling the deck. But we have be kind to your mind, which is so important. Never stop growing. That's also very important. So many beautiful cards. It's hard to pick, but I kind of think I want to use this one today. Be kind to your mind. Let's see. I'm not sure which way I want to write it. I kind of want to fill up this whole block. So I think we're going to do it this way. I'm putting this in the bright pink. I really like that. And I think I do want to come back around these letters because I don't think they're showing up very well against that green. I love the pink with the green, but the black helps to accentuate the letters and helps it to show up. It's so easy as humans to obsess over things, to get thoughts in our minds that sort of drive us crazy or make us feel guilty or make us feel like we're not enough, to make us feel like we need to do something about this or that, even if it's something we can't change or don't have control over. And those things are not kind to our own minds. Things like that can actually drive you crazy. So I wanted to use this today to give myself permission to not have to solve anything or fix anything, to just keep moving and to keep growing. That was in the other card. Well, thank you so much for watching today. I really appreciate it. I'll be back really soon. Bye for now.